Okay, so you want to share with us what your symptoms were and what brought you to Living Waters.
Mine were diarrhea, weight loss, hair loss, moods, anxiety, you name it, pretty much. Different symptoms, different times that came and went. My kids, some had constipation for weeks on end, hormone problems, skin issues, hair loss, anxiety, you name it, just a ton of different symptoms.
And you'd been to quite a few places. Why don't you share what all the things you'd done to try to eliminate these health issues?
Well, we went to traditional medicine doctors, which we were not finding any help. They just wanted to put us on different prescriptions. And
what kind of prescriptions had you been on?
One of my kids had been on metformin for sugar balance, birth control pills to make her have her menstrual cycles, which really did not work. We've been on...
What about you? What about you specifically?
I didn't do the prescription path. They tried to put me on anxiety medications, which made me feel worse. So I took myself back off of those. I did a lot of natural medicines. I did a lot of trying to do a lot of natural antibiotics and candida medications, you name it. But until we found Living Waters, everything worked temporarily and really didn't change for a lot of us. Some of us would feel better, some wouldn't. But this has been amazing. Instant results. Whenever you do a cleanse of any sort, whether it be antibiotics naturally or prescription, you always get horrible side effects, even die-off symptoms, which with doing the colonics along with the other natural medicines we've been doing here, you don't get the die-off symptoms. It just cleans you out and you feel better pretty much immediately. It's been amazing.
What were some of the, kind of just walk us through the first few days when you first came in. This was your first time doing colonics?
Yes.
Okay, what was that like?
I thought it was going to be scary, but the first day was pretty, well, the ladies that helped us, Chandra and Tammy, everybody, they made you feel comfortable and walked you through it, and it was way easier than I could have ever imagined. It was pretty awesome. Yeah.
Now, you got to see some critters, right? Some bugs?
Yes, for sure.
Why don't you share with us what that was all about and what that looked like?
Well, our well was contaminated with E. coli, and I knew our system had a lot going on just from all the different symptoms we were getting. Had no idea what all could be messing your system up, but I knew, it had to come out.
Yeah.
And this was awesome because it instant results with it.
And you saw the bugs?
Oh yeah. Definitely.
So yeah, you found a little background. You found that your well water that you've been drinking for a long time was contaminated.
Yes.
And it was contaminated with
E. coli.
E. coli.
Coliforms.
Okay.
Which, talking to the health inspector, he said that would not cause any issues except maybe temporary diarrhea, which was not true. My daughters did not have their menstrual cycles when they became teenagers, and their skin issues to screw the thyroids up. I mean, that was another medication one of them was on from a traditional medicine doctor, was thyroid medication, metformin, off and on different stuff. They want to put one of my kids on Accutane. 2 days after doing the liver cleanse, her skin looks better than it has since she was 11 years old.
Wow.
So it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
We're happy.
So what else have you noticed since, in terms of just physical and mental?
That was one of the things I struggled with. Besides weight loss, I lost 20 pounds and hadn't been able to put it on, and I can feel like my appetite's better now, that I won't have an issue gaining some weight. But also, mine was fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue. Those were the things I struggled with and anxiety, which I'd never had my whole life. And then my kids started expressing anxiety, and I couldn't understand, but then I got it, and now I know exactly.
Now you know why.
Yeah, and I know it all stemmed from my gut, because The only time I had it my whole life was during the time my gut was messed up. And I've had none of that. For this 10 days I was here, I've not had a single spell of anxiety.
You want to introduce us to your grandson?
This would be Cruz.
How you doing, big fella?
This little guy was born after my oldest daughter did about 2 weeks of colonics a few years ago and started getting her health back, not realizing that doing the whole 10-day cleanse and the liver cleanse, she'd never done that, how much that changed.
Yeah, your daughter was told she could not have babies.
Yeah.
She would never have babies. Never have babies because she didn't have a menstrual cycle. And she did a whole series of colonics, and
yeah,
this is the result.
Yes.
We have the living proof.
And she gained 60 pounds in high school for no apparent reason and was extremely athletic all through school. Went to state with golf. I mean, she golfed every day, walked 18 holes, and just kept gaining weight. Fought fires for the BLM, walking in the heat, never lost a pound, watching what she ate. That first go of colonics years ago, she dropped like 30 pounds overnight. It literally was eating what she wanted. We didn't realize
that connection between the gut.
Connection so much then, and now it'll be a part of our lives forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
So, pretty awesome. We're happy.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's a lot. It's amazing what a lot can happen in just 10 days, isn't it?
Yeah. Mind blowing, actually.
Yeah. And you notice now skin, hair, all that?
Everything.
Everything.
Just amazing. The kids had little sores underneath their skin on their arms and around their noses and rashes. Just things that we didn't know. They went to the doctor for 1,000,000 times, but they didn't really even know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But we'll get to talk to them tomorrow, so they'll show their story.
I think I slept every Sunday for 10 years. My day off, I'd sleep from morning till night, and I was like, "Well, you must need to sleep." I don't even have a desire to take a nap, So it's pretty awesome. I literally spent about $90,000 on medications, and between traditional medicine to naturopaths to every kind of scan, let's do this, let's do that, blood analysis to electro, I don't even know what that thing was called, where it's supposed to, never saw results from all that. I mean, little ones here, little ones there. One of us would be like, Marissa always said she never saw anything change, ever. And yeah, I would do this. Everyone's asked, was it worth it? Oh my gosh, was it worth it? If I would have known this, I would have taken out a loan on my house, whatever I could have done years ago. I regret that I didn't. You know what I mean? Tried a little differently, even then. Financially, like I said, if I hadn't been working so much and trying to stay afloat at the same time, but now I know I would have more energy. I could have worked even more to pay back that loan, I definitely recommend. I'm recommending all my family and friends.